The man in the dark car who Marion saw parked across the road watching the fire never came forward, and Jenny saw him smile before he drove away. George and Jenny Sodder spent the next 2 years driving through West Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio with photographs of their 5 missing children. They showed the photographs to gas station attendants, waitresses, store clerks, anyone who would look. On a Sunday morning in January 1947, a woman stopped Jenny outside a Charleston grocery store. The woman said she worked as a waitress at a restaurant on Route 60, and she had served breakfast to 5 children who looked exactly like the ones in the photographs. She said the children were with an Italian-speaking man and woman on the morning of December 26, 1945. The waitress said the children sat in complete silence and refused to make eye contact with her when she took their order. When she asked the children if they were okay, the Italian woman placed her hand on the youngest boy's shoulder and said they were fine. The waitress told Jenny she remembered thinking the children looked afraid. George drove to the restaurant on Route 60 the next morning, but the owner said no waitress matching that description had ever worked there. Jenny never saw the woman again, and she never learned her name. In the spring of 1947, George hired a private investigator from Smithers, West Virginia, to examine the fire evidence. The investigator interviewed the volunteer fire chief and obtained the official fire department report dated December 25, 1945. The report stated the fire burned at a maximum temperature of 1,400 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 45 minutes. The investigator consulted with a crematorium operator in Charleston who confirmed that complete destruction of human remains requires 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit for a minimum of 2 hours. At 1,400 degrees for 45 minutes, bone fragments, teeth, and ash residue would have remained in the debris. The investigator's report concluded it was physically impossible for the fire to have destroyed the bodies of 5 children without leaving any trace. George took the report to the Fayetteville police chief, who told him the case was closed and the children were dead. In June of 1947, George purchased a billboard on Route 16 just outside Fayetteville. The billboard displayed photographs of all 5 missing children and offered a $5,000 reward for information. George maintained the billboard himself, repainting it every spring and replacing the photographs when they faded. The billboard remained standing on Route 16 until George Sodder's death in 1969, visible to every car that passed for 22 years. No one ever came forward to claim the $5,000 reward. But in 1967, Jenny Sodder received an envelope with no return address postmarked from Kentucky. Part 4 is already on the profile. The next piece of evidence changes everything.